Hello YouTubers. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Virginia Bushcrafter, the channel where we always continue to learn and practice the wonderful, fantastic skills of bushcrafting, prepping, and survival. And when we do that, we can actually thrive in the wilderness. So welcome again, everyone. Thank you for taking some time out of your day to come here and let me talk about another fantastic tool that I've been looking at for maybe two and a half years. But guys, again, bushcrafting, we're all going to need tools. We're going to need specifically cutting tools, axe, hatchet, saw, knife, different types of knives, different blades, so on and so forth. So again, if you're going into the bush, one tool you're definitely going to need is a knife. Now, you will hear many people say a bushcraft knife, 4-5 inches. Hey, I agree. But what can you perform better with? What is your preference? I like them all. You know, I have knives small as 4 to 6 inches. I consider them small. 7 to 10 inch. I consider them large. Anything over 10, I consider it as a chopper. So that's my policy on knives. So again, now you can take a small knife and do a lot of carving, much better than you can with a large knife. However, if you practice with that knife many times, you can not only do small tasks, but with a large knife, of course, you can do things that a small knife can't. Now, with a small knife, you still can chop down a tree if you use a beaver cut method. You can chop down a tree much easier with a 10-inch blade, much easier with a machete or an axe or a hatchet. So it is all your preference on what your favorite cutting tool is. So let's get on with the show. All right. Now, a lot of people have asked me, or you've heard a lot of people say, what is your favorite brand of knife? That's a tough question. I like them all. I like the Condors. I like the Beckers. I like the SOG. I just like it because it's a knife and it's a cutting tool. But as I said before, well, let me preface this. I've had some very fun times with some Becker knives. The Becker Bk-9, which is the smallest BK there is, all the way to the Becker Bk-21, which is basically a kukri machete with a 13.5-inch blade. But they even have one called the Becker Bk-7. But I've been looking at the Becker Bk-9 at least for two and a half years. Watching the price go up, then it comes down and fluctuates and so on and so forth. So I had an opportunity to actually purchase one. And I cannot wait to get this thing into the bush and start doing some chopping, some splitting, some carving, some slicing, some digging, because it is a combat, survival, whatever type of knife you deem it to be. So guys, here it is. Ta-da! Let's see here. Look at this. Look at this. This great piece of machinery. Look at that handle. Becker Bk-9. Now this is a very, very old knife. It's not anything that's new. But what I like about this knife, number one, is the blade itself. A lot of knives are just carbon steel. or high carbon steel. But this is a high carbon steel with Cro-Van. Now, what actually is Cro-Van? I'm going to read you the Cro-Van steel chemical composition. Now, for one thing, it has 10% more carbon than other blades, which increases edge retention, hardness, and tensile strength. It also improves steel resistant to wear, abrasion, and corrosion. So this is going to last much longer. When it comes to abrasion, basically you're going to have less rolls. You know, with high carbon steel, it will roll before it chips. And corrosion. Now with the corrosion portion, after you use any knife, and if you maintain it properly, you're not going to have an issue with corrosion. It has 60% more chromium. Formation of chromium carbide increases the blade's hardness, tensile strength, and corrosion resistance. Now again, speaking of tensile strength, this is 60 Rockwell hardness, which means if you stab this into some wood and go back and forth, that is how you measure the tensile strength. So you're not going to have to worry about tensile strength with this blade. It also has 0.6% molybdenum, which improves machinery and hardness. It also has 25% more nickel-9, which improves strength and toughness. It increases hardability, but not as much as some of the other alloys elements in steel. It can improve corrosion, resistance, and significant amount. So here again, guys, you're getting improved strength and toughness in this Cro-Van. Phosphorus, you get 0.02% more phosphorus, which increases the strength and improves machinability of steel. Is heat treated, hardability, and improved with increased magnesium. All right, guys, so there again, improved strength and hardness because you're getting more magnesium. And you get 25% more silicone, which increases strength and heat resistance. And lastly, you get 0.02% more sulfur, which improves machinability. So this is what the Cro-Van does. So again, you get 10% more high carbon, you get 60% more chromium, you get 25% more molybdenum, you get 25% more vanadium, 25% more nickel-9, 0.02% more phosphorus, 50% more magnesium, 25% more silicone, and 0.02% more sulfur. So this is a tough knife, guys. And I can't wait to get it out into the bush. Now, the features of this, the blade length, the cutting portion, it is 9.5 inches. 9.5 inches of cutting. And you have a nice drop point here. And this blade is considered a Saber grind. This is a Saber grind. It has a high flat grind, and then it has a bevel change. And this is the second strongest, in my opinion, the second strongest edge there is, with the convex being the first because that's usually used on axe and hatchets. But this is a Saber grind, something that the military uses a lot. The overall length of this is 14.75 inches. So has a lot of girth to it, you know, 14.75 inches. It's a large knife. And the blade is 3/16 of an inch, which is the normal blade. If this was the same size as the Becker Bk-2, the width, this would be really too heavy. But this weighs 1.05 pounds. And the angle comes already at a 20 degrees. This angle, this angle here is already 20 degrees. And it's very sharp. Just hold it with your thumb and your forefinger and just let the blade drop. This thing is sharp right out of the box. The sheath is pretty good. It comes with a nylon sheath. And what I like about this sheath, it does have a cavity, a hardened plastic cavity that the blade just goes right into it. And it is secured by, it has a snap. It's very secure. I mean, you can't ask for much more with this thing. You have a compartment that you can put whatever you deem necessary in here, which I'm going to put a fire kit and a ceramic rod to hone the blade when I'm out in the field. I could possibly even put a smaller knife, which I'm going to do. It has a cavity for a smaller knife here. But you can also, with all the mollies, you can hang it to your straps, wear it on your waist. You can secure it. It has a place that you can secure it on your leg. If you can see this right here. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Again, guys, I have been looking at this for a long time. And I've seen the prices anywhere from $110 to recently $170. And I must say I am very pleased at the price that I paid for this. Again, this is now added to my Becker collection. The Bk-2, this is the Bk-9, and the Bk-21. So guys, I just wanted to come on here real quick. Oh, one thing also, this is a full tang. You have a pommel right here. Acorns, no problem. You have jimping right here. So if you want to do a fine task, even with a 9.5-inch blade, you can do fine tasks or carving just as well if you had a 4-inch blade that was with a Scandinavian grind. This is going to be so easy. But guys, I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of chopping, a lot of splitting, a lot of carving, slicing, and even digging. It even has, I'm going to say, it has a finger guard here as well. And a place for it to strike a ferrous sim rod. If you notice, it's right here. But guys, you will see this in action. I'm inviting you to come out into the bush with me. And we're going to have a heck of a chopping, slicing, carving, splitting with this Becker Bk-9. Again, right out of the box. It's almost like playing music. All right, guys, I'll see you in Northern Virginia at the Wildlife Management Area. Stay safe, everyone.